What does it mean to be good? This deceptively simple question has echoed through the ages, a timeless inquiry that continues to resonate in our modern world. From ancient philosophers to contemporary thinkers, the pursuit of goodness has captivated minds. It urges us to examine our values, actions, and place in the world. In an era of rapid change, the question of goodness is urgent. How do we navigate ethical dilemmas today? What principles should guide our decisions? And how can we strive for goodness in our everyday lives? This essay explores the multifaceted nature of goodness in the 21st century.
Defining goodness is no simple task. Throughout history, philosophers, theologians, and cultural traditions have offered diverse perspectives on what constitutes a virtuous life. From the ancient Greeks' emphasis on reason and virtue to the Eastern philosophies of compassion and harmony, our understanding of goodness has been shaped by a rich tapestry of ideas. Aristotle, for example, believed that true happiness stemmed from living a virtuous life, cultivating character traits like courage, honesty, and justice. He saw goodness as a practice, a habit of making ethical choices that lead to a fulfilling and meaningful existence. In contrast, Immanuel Kant, a prominent Enlightenment thinker, emphasized the importance of duty and universal moral principles. He argued that our actions should be guided by the categorical imperative, a set of rules that apply to everyone, regardless of personal desires or consequences. These diverse perspectives highlight the complexity of defining goodness. What is considered ethical in one culture or time period may not hold true in another. Moreover, our own personal values and experiences inevitably shape our understanding of right and wrong.
While certain moral principles may endure across generations, the challenges of living ethically are constantly evolving. The rapid pace of technological advancement, globalization, and cultural shifts has created a world vastly different from the one our ancestors inhabited. The rise of social media, for instance, has brought about new ethical dilemmas related to privacy, online harassment, and the spread of misinformation. Similarly, the increasing interconnectedness of our world demands that we consider the global consequences of our actions, from climate change to economic inequality. Furthermore, the traditional institutions and structures that once provided moral guidance, such as religion, family, and community, are facing unprecedented challenges in the modern era. As individuals navigate a more fragmented and individualized world, they are often left to grapple with ethical dilemmas on their own, without the same level of support or shared values.
The complexities of modern life often present us with ethical dilemmas that defy easy answers. Consider, for example, the case of a doctor who must decide whether to disclose a patient's terminal illness, even if it goes against the patient's wishes. Or the engineer who discovers a safety flaw in a product that is about to be released to the public. These situations highlight the tension between competing values. On the one hand, there is the principle of autonomy, respecting an individual's right to make their own choices. On the other hand, there are obligations to prevent harm, uphold professional ethics, and consider the broader societal implications of our actions. In a world of instant communication and global interconnectedness, even seemingly small decisions can have far-reaching consequences. A single social media post, for instance, has the potential to go viral, spreading misinformation, inciting hatred, or causing irreparable damage to someone's reputation. Navigating this moral maze requires careful consideration, empathy, and a willingness to engage in dialogue with others. It also demands that we develop a strong moral compass, grounded in our values and informed by ethical principles.
Section 5. When right and wrong collide. Ethical dilemmas often arise when two or more moral principles come into conflict. These situations require us to weigh competing values and make difficult choices, often with imperfect information and uncertain outcomes. Take, for example, the classic philosophical dilemma known as the trolley problem. A runaway trolley is barreling down the tracks toward 5 unsuspecting people. You have the power to switch the trolley to a different track, but doing so will kill one person who is standing on that track. What is the morally right thing to do? This thought experiment highlights the tension between utilitarianism, maximizing overall happiness by saving the most lives, and deontology, adhering to moral rules such as the prohibition against killing. There is no easy answer, and both choices have potentially negative consequences. In real life, ethical dilemmas are rarely so clear-cut. They often involve complex emotions, competing loyalties, and a range of potential outcomes that are difficult to predict.
Section 6. Cultivating our better selves. Despite the challenges, there are reasons for hope. Each of us has the capacity for growth, compassion, and ethical action. Cultivating our better selves requires living in accordance with our values. It involves developing habits that promote empathy and integrity. Regular self-reflection helps us make ethical choices. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my values? Cultivate empathy by understanding others' experiences.
Section 7. Breaking down the barriers. There are many obstacles that can hinder our efforts to live ethically. One common barrier is the tendency to prioritize our own self-interest over the needs of others. In a competitive and individualistic society, it can be easy to get caught up in the pursuit of personal gain, sometimes at the expense of our values. Another obstacle is the fear of standing up for what we believe in, particularly when it is unpopular or inconvenient. Conforming to social norms, even when we disagree with them, can be tempting, especially if it means avoiding conflict or criticism. Overcoming these barriers requires courage, integrity, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. It also involves surrounding ourselves with people who inspire us to be our best selves. Mentors, friends, and family members who support our values and encourage us to live ethically.
Section 8. The ripple effect of kindness. It is important to remember that even small acts of kindness can have a profound impact. A smile, a listening ear, a helping hand. These seemingly insignificant gestures can brighten someone's day and create a ripple effect of positivity. Volunteering our time, donating to worthy causes, and speaking out against injustice are all ways we can make a difference in the world around us. By engaging in these acts of service, we not only contribute to the well-being of others, but also cultivate a sense of purpose and meaning in our own lives. Furthermore, our actions have the power to inspire those around us. When we live ethically, we set an example for our children, our friends, and our communities. We demonstrate that it is possible to live a life of integrity, compassion, and service, even amidst the challenges of the modern world.
Section 9. A call to goodness. The pursuit of goodness is an ongoing journey, a lifelong endeavor that requires constant reflection, growth, and a commitment to living in accordance with our values. It is not about achieving perfection, but rather about striving to be our best selves day after day in all aspects of our lives. In a world often characterized by division, conflict, and uncertainty, the need for goodness has never been greater. By embracing empathy, integrity, and a commitment to the common good, we can create a more just, compassionate, and fulfilling world for ourselves and generations to come. Let us each commit to living ethically, to making a positive difference in the world, and to inspiring others to do the same. For in the words of the Dalai Lama, be kind whenever possible. It is always possible.